Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back, and thank you all so much for being here. Today, we're going to take a look at exciting stock market news, notable earnings reports, and the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Just before we get into all of that, this is your friendly reminder that if you enjoy today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel so you can stay up to date with all of our latest videos. All right, let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are mixed this morning. Currently, Dow futures are down 0.07%, while S&P 500 futures are up 0.03%, and NASDAQ futures up 0.19%. It was announced that online sports betting company DraftKings was one of 9 companies approved by the New York State Gaming Commission to offer mobile sports betting. Along with DraftKings, some of the other companies approved included MGM Resorts, Bally's, and FanDuel. New Yorkers will now be permitted to make bets on their mobile phones, while previously they were only allowed to place bets in person at casinos. The approved companies will pay New York a 51% tax rate for 10 years, the highest of any state in the U.S. where sports betting is legal. The DraftKings stock is rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 52%. Insurance company LMND announced that it has agreed to purchase insurtech company Metromile in a deal worth about $500 million in stock. Metromile shareholders will receive 1 LMND share for every 19 Metromile shares, and the transaction, which still needs the approval of Metromile stockholders, is expected to close in the second quarter of 2022. Metromile is an insurtech that aims to make car ownership less expensive by offering pay-per-mile car insurance. Customers plug in the Metromile Pulse, an electronic gadget that connects to a car's diagnostic port and collects data about the user's driving. The LMND stock is currently rated a hold with an average upside of 20%. LiDAR maker Luminar Technologies is pairing up with tech giant NVIDIA to put self-driving hardware in cars. This is a huge deal for Luminar and shows investors the development of autonomous driving technology is going to accelerate. Luminar announced that NVIDIA has selected the LiDAR startup's technology for their autonomous driving platform. NVIDIA's products provide the computing power required for self-driving cars, and with Luminar's technology, NVIDIA will have a complete package for automakers, including computing hardware and sensors, as well as software developed by both companies. The LAZR stock is up huge this morning, currently up 49% in the pre-market, and is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 48%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. In the pre-market this morning, we're still waiting to hear from some big names like the Workhorse Group and BioNTech. And in the after hours today, we have a big lineup. We'll be hearing from NEO, Fubo TV, Coinbase, Upstart, Plug Power, DoorDash, and more. Just this morning, we heard from Palantir Technologies, who reported a 36% revenue growth. The company reported 4 cents in adjusted earnings, which was right in line with analyst expectations. Their revenue came in at $392 million versus the $385 million estimated. Their revenue grew 36% year-over-year, which was a slowdown from their 2 consecutive quarters of 49% year-over-year growth, but the company also provided a strong outlook for their current quarter. Their stock is currently rated a moderate sell with an average downside of 9%. We also heard from Virgin Galactic, who came in with a wider than expected loss for their third quarter. The company reported a loss of 32 cents per share against the consensus estimate of 28 cents per share. It had reported a loss of 41 cents per share in the same quarter last year. Their total revenue of $2.58 million did surpass the street's estimates of $1.64 million. Their stock is currently rated a hold with an average upside of 55%. Roblox jumped over 20% in the after hours last night after the company reported a smaller than expected loss. They reported a loss of 13 cents per share against the estimates of 14 cents per share. The company had reported a loss of 26 cents per share in the same quarter last year. Their bookings came in at $637.8 million, which was up 28% year over year and beat analyst expectations of $618.8 million. Their average daily active users was up 31%. Their stock is currently rated a moderate buy with an average upside of 15%. And we heard from AMC Entertainment, who also posted a smaller than expected loss. They incurred an adjusted loss of 44 cents per share, which was lower than the estimates of 53 cents per share. They reported a loss of $5.70 per share in the same quarter last year. Their total adjusted revenues generated during the quarter stood at $755.6 million, which came in ahead of the estimates of $717 million. The company entertained 40 million guests in the third quarter, compared to 6.5 million in the same quarter last year. Their stock is rated a moderate sell with an average downside of nearly 74%. Now let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Dover Downs Entertainment after it was announced they would be acquired by Speedway Motorsports. Under the ticker DVD, they're currently up 60%. They're followed by Luminar Technologies under the ticker LAZR, currently up 47% on that news with NVIDIA. And the Naked Brand Group under the ticker NAKD, they're up 32% after the lingerie and swimwear company agreed to merge with electric vehicle company Centro Automotive. Our biggest losers this morning are led by Amyris after they reported a loss for their third quarter. Under the ticker AMRS, their stock is currently down over 25%. They're followed by Pioneer Power Solutions. Their stock is down 24%, cooling off after gains of 220% yesterday after they introduced mobile EV charging products. And lastly, the Smile Direct Club under the ticker SDC, down over 23% after reporting a wider loss for their third quarter. So that is going to be everything for Tuesday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back here next time.